Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt your stomach drop because of acne? I know that feeling too well. My skin got so bad that I hated being in photos. I avoided people, and honestly, it crushed my confidence. But here's the crazy part, Neo. Most of the things I did to fix it actually made it worse. I scrubbed it like I was sanding down furniture, tried every cream that popped up on my feed, even cut out entire food groups, goodbye pizza, hello sadness, and still, nothing worked. Actually, scratch that, it worked against me. My skin just got angrier. And here's the thing, it wasn't just the pimples, it was the way they made me feel. I'd avoid mirrors, pile on makeup like it was armor, and sometimes even cancel plans because I didn't want anyone to see what was hiding underneath. If you've ever done that, trust me, you're not alone. I've been there. But then one day, I had this moment. I thought, okay, clearly my skin doesn't want a magic potion or another DIY toothpaste hack. Maybe it just wants me to chill out and be consistent. And that's when things started to shift. Slowly, yes, but for the first time, my skin, and honestly, my confidence, finally started moving in the right direction. I don't want you to make the same mistakes, so today I'm sharing exactly what cleared my skin, the real stuff that worked for me, and what dermatologists say actually makes a difference. And trust me, the last tip is the one that finally turned things around for me. These are the 5 things that finally helped. Simplifying my routine, the first real change that helped me clear my skin. I stopped acting like a skincare chemist. My bathroom shelf was crowded with scrubs, masks, toners, serums. Basically, if it said acne cure, I bought it. My face went through more products than a makeup aisle tester. And the result? Angry, red breakouts that only got worse. So I stripped it all down. Gentle cleanser. Think Cetaphil or CeraVe. Nothing foamy, nothing harsh. Lightweight moisturizer. Non-comedogenic. So it hydrates without clogging pores. Sunscreen every morning because acne marks heal slower without it. That's it, 3 steps. No 10-step routine, no burning scrubs, no weird hacks with kitchen ingredients. And here's why it worked. Dermatologists say when you throw too many harsh products at your skin, you destroy the barrier, the shield that protects you from bacteria and irritation. Once that barrier is gone, acne spreads faster, and no product can actually do its job. By keeping it simple, I gave my skin a chance to heal instead of constantly fighting it. And funny enough, the less I did, the better my skin looked. It's kind of like dieting. If you keep switching plans every week, your body never adjusts. But if you stay consistent with the basics, that's when the magic happens. Watching my diet and supplements, I used to believe the myth that food had nothing to do with acne. So I'd eat cheesy pizza one night, down a soda the next, and then wonder why my skin looked like it was plotting revenge. Dermatologists actually confirm this. Certain foods can trigger breakouts for some people. High sugar, processed junk, and yes, too much dairy can spike your insulin levels. That little spike leads to extra oil production, clogged pores, and, well, the kind of breakouts that make you want to cancel plans. What helped me was paying attention, not cutting out everything, but noticing patterns. Every time I overdid it with milkshakes or candy, I'd see new pimples pop up within days. When I swapped those for more water, fruits, veggies, and lean proteins, my skin calmed down. Supplements also made a difference, but here's the warning. Not every capsule on the shelf is your friend. Zinc, omega-3s, and vitamin D are the ones dermatologists often recommend because they reduce inflammation and support skin healing. But mega-dosing random pills from the internet? Big mistake. I kept it simple and only added what I was actually low in, and it worked. Bottom line, food won't magically cure acne, but it can either fuel the fire or help cool it down. And trust me, nothing tastes as good as clear skin feels. Okay, maybe fries, but you get the point. Stopping the picking habit. One of the hardest habits to break was picking at my skin. You know that moment when you see a pimple in the mirror and think, if I just squeeze this, it'll be gone? Yeah, it never works like that. Here's what actually happens. Every time you pick, you push bacteria deeper, spreading inflammation. This leaves scars that last way longer than the pimple itself. Dermatologists say it turns a 3-day breakout into a 3-week problem. What helped me was this simple trick. I stopped standing too close to the mirror. Sounds silly, but the less I stared, the less tempted I was. And whenever I got the urge, I reminded myself, do I want a small spot today or a scar I'll hate tomorrow? That little shift kept me in check. Breaking the picking habit saved my skin more than any product ever did. Being gentle with exfoliation. I thought the harder I scrubbed, the faster the acne would disappear. Spoiler, it only left me red, irritated, and with breakouts that lasted even longer. What finally worked for me was switching to gentle exfoliants. And honestly, it was life-changing. Salicylic acid became my go-to. It actually gets inside your pores and clears the gunk without me having to scrub my face raw. I started using it just once a week and then worked up to 2 or 3 nights when my skin was calm. For the dark spots acne left behind, mandelic acid was a game changer. It's gentle but helps fade those marks without burning my face off. And when my skin felt extra sensitive, I leaned on azelaic acid. It calmed the redness and evened out my skin without drama. Here's what really mattered though. I learned not to rush it. I exfoliate at night, only 2 to 3 times a week, and always follow with moisturizer. No mixing acids with other strong treatments like retinoids or benzoyl peroxide on the same night. That's a fast track to disaster. And sunscreen the next morning is non-negotiable. If you're acne prone like me, less really is more here. 1 good acid, a few nights a week, and patience. Trust me, once I stopped overdoing it, my skin finally started healing instead of fighting back. Consistency and patience. If there's one thing acne taught me, it's patience. I used to try a new product every other week, hoping for overnight results. All it did was confuse my skin and frustrate me. The truth is, skin works on its own timeline. Most products, whether it's a gentle exfoliant, a supplement, or even prescription treatments, need at least 6 to 12 weeks to show real results. That's months, not days. What changed everything for me was sticking to a simple routine and actually giving it time. No more tossing out bottles after 2 weeks because I didn't look like a skincare ad. I kept at it even when it felt like nothing was happening. And here's the thing, once I stopped rushing and started being consistent, my skin slowly calmed down. Breakouts didn't vanish overnight, but they came less often, healed faster, and left fewer scars. So if you're feeling stuck, remember this. Acne doesn't clear in a sprint. It's a marathon. Consistency beats quick fixes every single time. Looking back, my skin isn't perfect, but it's a world away from where I started. The breakouts don't control my mood anymore, and I don't feel the need to hide from mirrors or cancel plans. That shift came from being consistent, gentle, and patient with my routine, not from chasing every miracle cure I saw online. And if you're on this same journey, I want you to know you're not alone. We're sailing the same boat here. I'm not a dermatologist, and I'd never claim to be. What I've shared are the things that actually worked for me after a lot of trial, error, and frustration. Take these tips as encouragement, not strict rules. Everyone's skin is different. But the truth is, healing is possible. It just takes the right approach, a little patience, and a lot of self-kindness. If I can see progress, so can you. Progress is possible, and your confidence doesn't have to wait until your skin is flawless. Before you go, hit like and subscribe for more real skin talk. I'd also love to hear your acne journey. Drop it in the comments. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today.